it's Out and About with AJ, and it is National Ice Cream Month. And what better place to be than Heavenly Creamery right here in Cognac? We're going to go in, we're going to see how they make the ice cream and just what delicious things lie behind these doors. Let's go. Hi everyone, so I am here at Heavenly Creamery with Joe Erickson, who is the owner and head ice cream maker. Would that be a correct term?
That's probably a correct term.
All right. So my first question to you is, how did this wonderful establishment come to be?
Well, so originally the church was up for sale for a number of years. My wife and I kept driving by and say, you know, somebody should save that old building. Somebody should save that old building. It's going to get bulldozed. We just kept watching the price get lower and lower and lower. And one day we drove by and said, you know, are we somebody or are we just going to complain? So we bought the building. We owned the building for about 27 days when our insurance agent called and said, what are you doing? And we said, well, right now we're just trying to take it back to original. We haven't got the game plan yet. He said, well, I need a game plan in 3 days or you'll start paying vacancy insurance. It's going to be $2,500 a month.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, okay, I'll call you back tomorrow. And we'll have a plan. So we went home, we talked about it, and the one thing we had in our back pocket was that we made homemade ice cream. And we had learned to do it on a small commercial level, but on a commercial level while we were out on an anniversary trip. So we don't do anything fun for our anniversary now because it's during ice cream season. But we used to take a trip and go do something that was both educational and fun. So 2 or 3 years before we ended up buying the building, we had learned how to make ice cream.
So look what comes from education, fun, and love. This beautiful establishment. So what would you like people to know about Heavenly Creamery? Or maybe ice cream making?
So everything we make is premium small batch custard. So we really bring in a quality to the area that really isn't found until you get towards Columbus. We make everything on site currently. We have our production facilities in the basement. We make over 200 flavors of custard a year. We make our own soft serve custard. So we call it soft serve, but it's actual custard. So when the rules for ice cream or custard is it's got to be 10% butterfat, or it's not allowed to be called ice cream. And custard has to contain up to less than 2.4% egg yolks. And the egg yolks make it creamy. Is what it is.
Who knew there were rules for ice cream? Now you do a lot of flavors. How often do you change the flavors?
It depends on the popularity of the flavor. Obviously when we started, we made 2 tubs of ice cream and it lasted a week and a half. Currently we make about 8 tubs of each flavor and they last about a week and a half.
And so are there special flavors? Is there a flavor that maybe is special to you that you guys have just sort of invented all on your own?
So every year or two my wife and I used to have a flavor competition to see who would pull that one off. So the first year we did it, she made banana cream pie and I made breakfast, which is maple French toast ice cream with candied bacon. So both we still make regularly for the menu. But last year we had all of the teammates that work with us design a flavor.
Oh, cool.
So some of them were hits, like Boston cream pie, and some of them were flops, like chicken waffles. But we're willing to try it.
And this is a very important question, who is responsible for the coconut cream pie ice cream, my personal favorite?
That is probably my wife. So I make it now, but it was probably her concoction.
All right. So what are some things you think maybe people don't know about Heavenly Creamery or ice cream?
Oh, well, we do make everything on site, so you get all the supplies in. We have milk, egg yolks, and heavy cream come in along with hundreds of pounds of sugar a week.
Hundreds of pounds of sugar a week. It's already sounding good.
We pasteurize our own base, so basically our ice cream you can't get anywhere else because we make it ourselves. So we take milk, cream, sugar, egg yolks, and mix it together. We heat it, we cool it, and then we turn it into ice cream.
And how long does that process take?
So the grocery shopping is roughly an hour and a half, and then the mixing everything together is probably another hour and a half. The pasteurizer is 2.5 hours to heat, 2 hours to cool. So that's 4.5 hours, and then I can make roughly 5 gallons of ice cream, finished product, every 25 to 30 minutes after that's cool.
So after you put in a full day's work, then you get the
right,
final product.
right.
So he is working all day long to make you this fabulous ice cream or custard.
So at least 7 days this year I've been making ice cream at 1 a.m. in order to keep everybody stuffed.
And of course, as we mentioned before, July is National Ice Cream Month, so if you haven't got your ice cream, now's the time to get it because it's working overtime to make the ice cream. About Heavenly Creamery?
If you come in, normally you can sit behind the altar. You can't do that right now because of the coronavirus, but you can still sample the flavors that you're looking for, and we're following best practice for COVID-19 before it was cool.
And you can sample the flavors as you look at the label. They will give you those fun little spoons, and you can try any flavor that you want. And they've got a lot of flavors. Do you want to show us some of the flavors?
We can do that.
All right.
It all looks so yummy. So the Superman looks really interesting, to say the least. Tell me about the Superman.
So funny enough, when we started out, kids kept asking for Superman. So we had talked to another ice cream maker, and he told us that Superman is Blue Moon, Black Cherry, and Vanilla Decide Yellow. So for the last 5 years, that's how we made Superman. But last winter, we had dinner with the people that hold the license for actual Superman, and we had to change the recipe. So Superman is actually Blue Moon, Red Hot, and Lemon. And Super Scoop is Blue Moon, Black Cherry, and Vanilla Decide Yellow.
So we're talking to an ice cream expert.
There is always something to learn.
Always something to learn. Awesome. So then right next door here is the infamous breakfast, and you just told me a minute ago that people will drive how long?
If somebody has driven more than 3 hours to get ice cream, that's the one they're looking for. They get really upset if I don't have it.
Wow. And if you're watching this and you are local, you don't have to drive 3 hours to get the breakfast ice cream that her proprietor has invented. This is your baby, right?
That is my baby.
That is your baby. Which one is your favorite?
Out of everything that's out right now, I would lean towards coffee. It's a praline coffee right now, so we always have a coffee, but the flavor of it changes. So sometimes it's Irish, sometimes it's praline, regular. But the only ice cream I've ever taken home is the ginger molasses cookie.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
It is really good.
So if you had one thing to share with folks that are watching the video, other than these fabulous flavors of ice cream, what would that be?
Sometimes the difference between success and failure is just the willingness to keep going.
That is powerful information. Awesome. I love it. So thanks for joining us out and about with AJ and Joe from Heavenly Creamery. You'll want to come and try all of the fabulous flavors. They are here every day from 3 to 9 until October 1st. But there's good news, right? After October, it's not completely hopeless.
Right, so Sparky's here in Pontiac always has our vanilla year round, and we just worked out a deal with Mary Ann's Candy, and they're going to have ice cream all year long.
Yum. So you can get it all year long, but you won't have the fabulous experience of coming here in this beautiful building, seeing all of these flavors. But anytime's a good time for ice cream, especially this month because it's National Ice Cream Month. Thanks so much for having us today. All right, come eat ice cream, National Ice Cream Month. We'll see you real soon.